Good afternoon. It's been a while. However, I find it necessary that I came up with a word or two to brief those individuals who have longed to hear something from me in respect to the advertisement placed on Chevron for the healing of HIV/AIDS. Now, before I forward with whatever it is that I wish to say today, I also want to let you know that HIV/AIDS is not the only infectious disease that I'm capable of handling. I'm capable of handling staphylococcus, and I have a remedy for it. It's called Alexillia. I'm also capable of handling hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and hepatitis A. But this one is for hepatitis B, and a lot of people have been taking this. Then we also have remedy for typhoid, for tuberculosis, for herpes, and some other infectious diseases, gonorrhea, E. coli, and so on. All right, that said, let's go back to, let's forward through HIV/AIDS. Yes, it's been a couple of weeks, indeed months, since the advertisement was put up, and the responses were very encouraging. But I must say that lack of trust has been the reason why things have not really advanced, progressed as one has thought that it should be. Come to look at it, the greater number of people who had reason to stay back did so on the excuse that a lot of people have done this and it did not work. And so where are the proofs that I have to show that what I am saying and what I'm presenting is different from what others have said earlier on? And it was rather bewildering when one of these individuals brought to my awareness how my initial product for HIV/AIDS, that's the same remedy, but it wasn't named Chevla at that time, had been picked up by a witch doctor somewhere in Uganda and used to advertise his own capacity to heal HIV/AIDS. I was really baffled. Okay, well, keep that aside. Do I have proof? Yes, I have proof. But it's amazing that of the few number of people who have tried, at about 10 so far, 2 outside the country, South Africa, and the remaining number of them are in Nigeria. The Nigerians simply don't just want to be brought out. They would even rather deny that it worked than to come out. It's that serious. And things have advanced, as regards to HIV, that a good number of people no longer hide their status. But that of Nigeria is really, really surprising. I don't know what to say, because I think first and foremost, I really need to respect their rights to keep their identity closed in these matters. And so there are 8 of them. 8 of them, actually. Out of the 8, the last person is still on his remedy, and the first person in South Africa is finished and has come out to testify that it's good and it worked. And he wants to help other people in South Africa. But his problem is that the payment system is too cumbersome, because he really has to go get dollars and pay into the account. And he feels that always coming up with all the details, Citibank and all the rest, when you have to do bank transfer, feels it's too cumbersome, that until something very easy comes up, he doesn't want to go through that process. He doesn't want to fix himself through that process. He said it openly. Now, bro, the second person, based on his advice that she should go for that remedy, she picked up the remedy and it's been delivered to her. Then, as you can see, he is very open and unscared of what anybody thinks about his HIV status. The remaining 8 in Nigeria, it's like, oh, don't go there at all. As a matter of fact, the resolution is that they are coming up with fake names now, because I think the very first early persons gave their names, but afterwards seeing how determined I was that they should speak. It's for the help of others. One of them called me and said, look, it's not his real name that he's coming up with in view of all that is transpiring, that I must understand how people treat others in this country, and that it's not to his benefit to reveal himself as regards to the country, Nigeria. And I had to oblige, I had to agree with him. It is right. And I also affirmed to him that yes, whatever it is, whichever way he wants it, that I'm going to keep his identity closed. And so, does Chevla work? Yes, Chevla works. It works. What Chevla brings it down to zero. Yeah, in record time, it does that. I keep saying it and I'll continue saying it. Okay, and I'm also open to any form of medical research or investigation, anything. What really baffles individuals is that at this time, why is it not registered? And the simple answer is, the same thing that happened when I presented my remedy for COVID-19 to NAFDAC is the same situation I find myself in. It was requested of me to make sure I have a standard production facility before my remedy for COVID-19 could be registered. The same thing applies for Chevla. And simple, I don't have that money. But I am allowed to administer whatever remedy I have extemporaneously. That is, you can never have to get my remedy on the shelf of another seller. All that I dispense to individuals who want them has to be between them and myself. And of course, modernity requires that I use labels for my products. Okay, though before you go out into the public, your type of labeling has to be vetoed by LIDAC. But you still find that those of us who don't have registered products still label our products. Okay, so that's the stage it is, and of course, name them. It's my right to give my product by name. Just that when it gets to the stage of getting registered, NAFDAC may refuse that particular name if it thinks it's not. So I'm prepared for all this. The name I gave to the remedy for COVID was asked to be changed. It was viralized and they refused it, and they said I should change it, and I changed it to Flego. So and that's it. So it's possible that any of these names I'm using at this time may not be the eventual name that particular remedy is going to come out. But as of now, those are the names of my remedies. Okay. So that said, I'm waiting. The number is growing, but everybody's like waiting for someone to say something, and the one who has said something doesn't seem to touch them somewhere far away in South Africa or something like that. And I cannot force you to do what you don't want to do. Then secondly, I think this affects those who are outside of Nigeria. I principally use DHL to ship these packages out of the country. And as it is, I think DHL, I'm not so sure when they started it, but I met DHL demanding for import duties to be paid online. Excuse me, to be paid online. And what that means is that from country to country, it may vary, all right. But we had a nasty experience with South Africa, and I think the very first person, just between weeks, the variances was too much, But that said, I think with time, DHL will be able to give some answers and maintain some consistency in what they charge as duties on behalf of the government of the countries that they take products into. I just felt that one or two words should be okay. It's been a while I said something, and I still want to and do maintain that Chevla works. It works. And if you're one of those individuals who do not want to continue harboring the virus in you, then you have to take Chevla. It works. Okay. Thank you. Till some other time.